happy fall equinox and happy cuffing season and soup season and flu season. Happy Libra season. But yeah, we all know about the retrograde season, right? Hey, I've been tired because of the eclipse season. Yes, another one. Because the solar eclipse is coming up on Saturday, the 14th of October. And eclipses, this solar eclipse, will be a new moon in Libra, and it's like 10 times stronger than normal new moons. So if like during a normal new moon you feel like overwhelmed and stuff, that's what's happening right now. It's like a exaggerated times 10. So happy Libra season. The sun dived into Libra on Saturday, the 23rd of September, and the sun is fallen in Libra. Doesn't really like to be in Libra. And that's because Libra is a little too wishy-washy, going here, going there. Like, what's the plan? The sun just likes to have a plan and stick to it. And Libra, 30 days, you just, let's just get through it. Let's just get through it. So a time to go out, be social about your social contacts, as the seventh house, which is ruled by Libra, rules over your social contacts, your personal relationships, platonic relationships, romantic relationships, your public enemies, and also your business partners. So everything before marriage, everything before you get intertwined with each other. Libra is like meeting each other, getting to know each other, and the commitment, the full dedication is in Scorpio. So the cycle continues. And seventh house teams, the ruler of Libra is Venus, the ruling planet. Venus also rules those social contacts, your finances you gain by business partners, for example. What you find beautiful, how you gain your finances, art, creativity, and also the feminine energy, of course, love, whatever, in Leo. But a little later in Libra season, Venus will enter its fallen sign of Virgo. That's something I'll talk about a little later. So, Libra season ruled by Venus in Leo/Virgo. Dominant phrase being I balance, because halfway through the year we make up the balance. This works, can come along. This does not work, it's not coming along. And it's cardinal air, so initiating, starting, going out, and air, really quick to adjust, go here, go there, talk, communicate, exchange. Libra things. And where Aries is ruler of the head in medical astrology, Libra is the ruler of the kidneys, the buttocks, and the lower back region. So these are all, yeah, little Libra things. And let's talk about the bigger transits, the outstanding transits for the upcoming months, which will be, I already drew that, but on the 3rd of October, Lilith will enter Virgo. So out of Leo and I remember, out of Leo. Leo is that a character that persona likes to show, likes to be, and has the power of the persona. And Virgo has the is the distributor of skill. These are the daily habits, daily routines I worked on. This is normal to me, and I can distribute it to you. I can teach you how to be better, do better, healthier, all for the health and the work routines. So where it was first about the suppressed traits of your personality and highlighting those, now it's more about the suppression of your skills and your skill sets. Yes, this Libra season is going to be quite long. Excuse me. So maybe I will throw in a few story times because I got memories for days, bro. But on the 5th of October, Mercury will exit its exalted home sign of Virgo and enter the diplomatic Libra. So it's more time to think about the other side, play the devil's advocate, because you need two to tango. And thus, I have a lot more insightful Nigerian quotes my mom told me. But you need two to tango. If you can tango on your own, go. But no man is an island. I know. But On the 9th of October, Venus will enter Virgo, and where Virgo loves to see you do better, would love to help you, would give their arm and their leg, and give their other arm and the leg, and they'll really try to give their third arm and their leg. Like Venus in Virgo, calm down. The world can revolve without you. The world can revolve without you. Think about you and yours, because without you, am I gonna say it again? Am I gonna? How can you fill your own cup? How can you fill when your own cup is not filled? Yeah, with this solar eclipse season, I really had to take my rest. Like when you're tired, go to sleep. And who would I be if I don't follow my own rules? Like when you're tired, go to sleep. Fill your own cup first. So Venus in Virgo, you first. And on the 11th of October, Pluto will start moving direct in the long-term legacy-driven Capricorn. So Capricorn is for the long term, for the legacy. It's for what you leave behind for the children. It's like your name will be remembered as. So when Pluto starts moving direct there, and Pluto, has an orbit of like 248 years before it comes back in in Capricorn. Be very sure. Like in that last quarter video, I don't know why I went so hard, like I was licensed or something. But in that last quarter video, like I said, some people think they want to be a billionaire. And then what? Then you are the one who's robbed your great grandchildren from the challenges they needed to overcome life themselves, because everything is handed towards them. They got the name, they got the resources. Sometimes you gotta vouch for yourself to know this is you and this is what you're capable of. So these long-term plans, I cannot stress this enough. Reassess where it's necessary. Like, what do you really want? What do you really want to reach with it? Yeah, I want everyone to know me when I'm a billionaire, and then you get robbed. So, do you want to be known, or do you want to be wealthy? And what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be wealthy for? Ask yourself the questions. Ask yourself the questions. And on the 22nd of October, yes, it's all about the inner drive behind your goals, behind your strategy, and the inner drive will really be accentuated when Mars enters Scorpio on the 22nd of October. And like I said in the planetary explanation video, the last three planets weren't discovered yet, or in Vedic astrology they're not named. So then Mars was also ruler of Scorpio. And where Mars is ruler of Aries, the masculine cardinal fire, it's also ruler of the feminine fixed water of Scorpio. So you need the outward and the inward. You stretch your physical body to loosen your physical body. You speak your mind, you journal, you meditate to loosen up your spiritual, your inner body. Balance, baby. Duality. Yeah, play Duality by Slipknot as we dive into last week, Saturday, when Libra season started. Saturday, the 23rd of September, the sun entered Libra, and its ruling planet, Venus, was in a fire trine with Chiron in retrograde. So Venus, your self-worth, Chiron in retrograde, revisiting past wounds, past hurts, past traumas and stuff from maybe yesterday, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 200 years ago, past lifetimes things. But either way, make up the balance and with that past hurt instead of against it. It's there anyway. If you don't know what it is, but you know it's there, figure out how you can act with it. Like if your obstacle is that you have a big ass boulder in front of your door before you can go somewhere, you're not gonna say, okay, this boulder is keeping me inside. We're going to go full hikikimori. We're going to go full otaku again. No, no, no. That era's finished. We got ladders now. We know how to climb a boulder now, and we're going on top of that boulder. So if we need to take more time before we go out 10 minutes in advance because we need to overcome this obstacle. Do you? And so, do you know how long it takes to wake up with this hair? Overcome your obstacles and be the greatest you can be. It develops character. On Sunday, the 24th of September, Mars was in a opposition with Chiron in retrograde. So act, climb the boulder, but act civilized. Do it in an evolved way, because it's then, eh? If something happened to you 7 years ago, how can the you of now act like the you of 7 years ago, even though you want to be the you of 7 years later? Already act like where you want to be, where you want to go. Don't let the past, the past, the past, the past. Leave it in the past. So, who or what is dimming your shine? Okay, overcome it, because it's going to last anyway, or shine brighter. And the first quarter in Sagittarius was also in this week, 38, and the moon is so close to Earth. So this first quarter strain, obstacle energy with build character, oh my god. It was very influential, as close as it was to the Earth. So week 39, Monday the 25th of September, we start with Mercury in a Earth trine with Jupiter in retrograde. Did you ever think, like 3 weeks ago on the 4th of September when Jupiter started moving retrograde? About what? And what is its added value? Does it add value? Okay, analyze it. How are you going to work with it? Why are you overthinking? Does it not have value? Discard it. We are still in thinking like a Virgo. So if it works, make it work. Analyze it. Go deep. If it doesn't work, don't even bother about. Don't the past. Leave it in the past. It happened, and now we go on. So we don't have a lot of aspects in week 39, and we skip all the way to Friday, the 29th of September, when the moon arrives in Aries, and we have a full moon in Aries on 6 degrees. 6 degrees is the Virgo degree. Cute. Time for analyzing the health and the routines and stuff. And as this is happening later in the day, Venus will be in a fixed square with Uranus in retrograde. Uranus can be sudden, and Venus about your self-worth. So we may have a sudden realization of our worth in social groups. As full moons, emotions may arise, and the North Node, we don't have it's at 6 degrees, and the North Node is at like 27 degrees or something, so too far for a lunar eclipse. But the North Node and Chiron in Aries, the self, the body, the how you present yourself to the world, a lot to grow to. Even though you have these wounds, you have to overcome them to be the you need to be. What did I say? Life lessons. And you need to get out of these people, this comfort zone of these people, these social contacts. You are the 5 people you hang out with the most. And if you don't like this aspect of yourself, see which person you don't like or which person makes you act like that. And you need to just take a little bit more distance. Take someone else, take another mentor closer to you who you would like to have more connection with. Every time, like, a friend of mine was just doing me too wrong, I just drifted closer to my mom. And my mom is like my ultimate mentor. It taught me everything, teaches me everything, and especially that friendship is an illusion. Been yelling that since 94. But yeah, friendship sometimes is an illusion. So see how where you may need to let go because you grew. We keep growing. It's a constant cycle. And on Saturday, the 30th of September, Mercury will be in a Earth trine with Jupiter in retrograde. So remember that revolutions are not televised. This new me, new era. But all these things you put in scene that you put nicely and stuff, for who? Is it just to pretend, or are you for real? Are you going to keep up with this whole charade you just put up to put on, I don't know, the gram, the TikTok, the whatever? Or is it for real? I hope I'm for real about these plans I'm not showing you, because I don't. Be dedicated to yourself. And really, it's for you. Uranus, it's your originality, your future, your inventions. An invention is new because no one else has done it before. And we go on to week 40. Week 40, we start on Monday, the 2nd of October, when Mercury will be in an opposition with Neptune. If you understand, oh my God. Like Mercury will be in an opposition with Neptune. Mercury is your conscience here in your daily life, in your daily routine, and Neptune is your subconscious in retrograde, revisiting the subconscious in your spiritual life, your universal cosmic endeavors. Life. So this is the early, and sometimes when you're an artist, when you make music, music is up there. Music is very elevating, but sometimes when you're an artist or in music or theater or whatever, those are those 12th house Pisces related things. So life, remember, imitates arts. Which arts are there that excite you and your skill sets in life, in this daily life? Like, I'm very long and I'm very flexible, so a lot of people would love to see me like doing like with a scarf, like yay, and I look very elegant and stuff when doing it. But when Lilith enters Virgo, you're gonna see these are the suppressed skill sets. Like being flexible is not my issue, but or maybe I should be a figure skater. Either way, yeah, life imitates arts. And which arts are there that excite you? Figure skating does really excite me, but what skill sets do you have? Is Lilith? Haha. This is on Monday, the 2nd of October. Tuesday, the 3rd of October, Lilith will enter Virgo. And Virgo is the distributor of skill. Would love to teach you this, would love to teach you that. But Lilith is story time number 1. In primary school, I'm a Leo, right? Leo, creativity, child, very, very open, unsuppressed. So as a child, I was very creative. I could do this, I could do that. I can work with tools. I can like work with electricity. I can work with my hands. But no, I'm beautiful. But I had a lot of things coming for me. So one time we went to an amusement park and we wanted to go into the rowing boats. And it was full. We were impatient, our children. So me and 2 friends, we saw this other boat and we went, oh my God, yay. And we soared off. And when we soared off, we saw it only had 1 pedal. Those girls were panicking. I had very strong Virgo placement. So I was like, stop panicking. And I rode us to the side with 1 pedal. I was like 6 or 7 years old. Either way, we got to the side. They jumped off so hard, they pushed me back into the water. It's like, you're welcome. Whatever. I'm saying this to say I suppressed a lot of skills. I suppressed a lot of creativity, of my ability. Like, oh, maybe I should pretend that I don't know how it works. Maybe I should pretend like I'm stupid. No, don't suppress it. Don't suppress it. Like, those. High school wasn't even that fun. No, like suppressing everything, but learn from me. Learn from me. When Lilith hits Virgo, just see, okay, this is what I would have wanted to do, and this is what I'm going to do, because you're grown now. You're older now. I'm older now, and I can rent a boat. Later, on the same 3rd of October, Venus will be in a fire trine with the North Node. So Venus almost at the end of Leo. And yeah, grow. The North Node is the collective destiny, where you're growing to, where we're going towards, and Aries is the embodiment, the self-presentation. Grow if you love to, and to the artist you would like to be, you would love to be. Nothing and no one can stop you. You all the way up and go. You so much deserve it. Like, yes, the world needs another poet. The world needs another artist. The world needs another lover. We do. And Mercury will be in an Earth trine with Pluto in retrograde. So Pluto almost coming out of that retrograde, and it's about your empowerment, your what you alchemize, how you transform. It's the end and the beginning, the alpha and the omega. But uh, revisit it, make it anew in an Earth trine. So it's probably about being calculated. Yeah, with Mercury, analyzing, calculate. Where are you wanting to go when it's starting moving direct again? What is the artist you would like to be? Which suppressed skill sets would you like to bring to the forefront that you're like, I can bless the world with this? Do, do. If your inner drive tells you you can, you can. You can. So yeah, grow, break free from the titles, expectations, and everything forced on you. On Thursday, the 5th of October, Mercury will enter the diplomatic, thinking about everything and everyone, devil's advocate sign of Libra. Sorry. But yeah. So very sociable, wants to include everyone, but like if it's a no, it's a no. Like Libra knows their self-worth, ruled by Venus, planet of worth, like aspected less favorably than may be different. So don't be like, hey, it's not a promise, but ruled by Venus of self-worth. You know who you are, you know where you need to be, you know where you want to go, you know what you are worth and capable of. The fact that you don't always express it directly is not my problem again. But I say this to say, don't talk too much to anyone. Don't be too sociable with anyone, because so like Libra season didn't even start, but I was here, I was there, I went out, I went to a wedding, I was traveling, I was everywhere. But all this energy, being surrounded by people you don't know and going to places you don't know, you need to brush it off sometimes. You need to clean it off sometimes. So think about that. Instead of interacting with everybody, be like the wind. Oh, I thought I liked you when Mercury is gone, like for a season. Yeah, it must be for a reason. So both sides. You can try, but after 14 days, you have to return it. You have to. Excuse me. Mars will be in an opposition with the North Node on the same Thursday, the 5th of October. And an opposition with the one is always a conjunction with the other. The Sun and Mercury will get this too, but first, Mars. Actively take the steps towards the future you want to be. Get out of that comfort zone. Get out of what you already know. Take the skills and go and grow into the North Node, into the new thing you need to embrace, you want to embrace. And all these people gave you these things, all these, excuse me, Jesus, blessings and lessons, and okay, great, thank you. I will take it. I will take it in account. But you cannot just stay. You're not going to be the preacher, are you? Or if you want to be the preacher, grow towards being the preacher instead of looking back at the community the whole time. Like, what was it again we were saying? No. The community is looking at you now. They looking at you now. So grow. It's develop. We've been growing. The cycle been continuing. So just saying. Out of the old, into the new, but please do not kill your character, eh? Do not kill. Like that you're stepping out of the old does not mean like burn the bridges, burn the ships. Like no, because eventually they'll still be looking at you for advice and to grow to the same thing. And don't be a gatekeeper. You're not a gatekeeper. If And this week will end with the last quarter, with the moon in Cancer on Friday, the 6th of October. So with the last quarter, we may feel, we may feel loyal and sentimental, and of course, with that cardinal water of the Cancer in a square, bring obstacle, strain, or a life lesson with the cardinal air wants to be sociable and stuff. But don't make the connection too deep. Don't be too emotionally committed. You do not owe any. So this dude, I went to primary school with him, like my other primary school. And I went to primary school with him, and he asked me, "Hey, can I borrow 20 from you?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, sure. You can just have it either way." And he was like, "No, I'm gonna bring it back." Like, that's a promise. Okay, so don't promise me anything. I don't like it because either way, he would have paid me back in 2 weeks, like and like 3 weeks later, he was like, "Hey, yo, I know I didn't pay you back, but can I borrow another?" I told him like, "Hey, yo, I did not give you life. I am not the one responsible to sustain your life. So I don't know where you found the whole comfort from to address me because it's 1:21 in the AM and I see you typing. I still see you typing. You better get all this ridiculousness away from me." Whoa, where did that come from? Oh yeah, that last quarter. Don't be too attached. Don't be too sentimental. You did not give people life. You do not owe them anything. That went all the way, but it's not your responsibility. Virgo would love to help you, would love to see you do better, but it's not Virgo season anymore, love. Make up the balance and know that it's not your problem when this last quarter arrives. So I almost lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. On to week 41, which we start on Monday, the 9th of October, when Mars will be in a cardinal square with Pluto in retrograde. So starting those social contacts in a square with starting your long-term business. Not everyone can come along. Again, you are the 5 people you associate, you hang out the most with. You wouldn't take some people to the jewelry store, and you wouldn't take some people to McDonald's. Don't take me to McDonald's. I know better, do better. If you know better, do better. But yeah, just saying. So analyze how you act, how you be, how you, because it's for the long term, and we can still transform, transmute, end of an era and stuff. Analyze how you act because it's a power clash too, right? Mars is the masculine energy, your power, your aggression, how you. It's not the power, it's your aggression and how you take action. Pluto is your empowerment, is the power, even the obsessive and the transformative. Hey, so when Pluto was discovered, they were like, "Move over, Mars. Pluto is now the ruler of Scorpio." That's how intense. So, and bringing an obstacle, bringing a strain, bringing a life lesson. Yeah, just analyze how you act. Do not assassinate the character because that is so easy. Be very critical of yourself because Venus will also be moving into Virgo on this Monday, the 9th of October. Yeah, so Venus, love, self-worth, finances, keep building feminine energy on the inside. I know Virgo, even though Earth is practical, logical, calculated, and also committed. Yeah, quite committed. Virgo, that mutable Earth, like, but maybe if I change it, it works. Maybe if I change it this way, it works. I can change again. It will work. Virgo, if it doesn't work, let it be and move on to the next. Let it be for the next two. So Venus and Virgo, too critical, too much details, to the insignificant and stuff. These 4 to 5 weeks, be more critical of yourself, not others. Be more critical of yourself. How can you adjust yourself? Because it's also for the long term. Again, you leave yourself behind. Not like you are not leaving your past lovers behind. You are not leaving your past class behind. You are not leaving your past co-workers behind. So you are leaving you behind. So be more critical of you. Oh yeah, and Venus will also be in a conjunction with Lilith as it's just entered Virgo. So your skill set, baby. On Tuesday, the 10th of October, Venus will be in a direct opposition with Saturn in retrograde. So Saturn is the planet of the limitations, restrictions, boundaries, karma. What goes around comes back around. And Pisces, so self-unloading, you did it yourself. In opposition with Venus, what you love, what you like, where you want to be, what you want to create. So which restrictions may be lifted now that you've grown? You've grown, you've developed. My mom always said, be home before this time. I work night shifts, Mom. So you've grown, you've developed, and a new person, new lifestyle, new habits. Don't get stuck in the old habit. Yeah, this used to work. Yeah, it used to work to be home by 10 o'clock. New things to do, new things to work with. And on Wednesday, the 11th of October, when Pluto starts moving direct, becomes easier to empower yourself again, to feel like you got this, you got control over this again. So it's a nice time to reassess what is and what is not. Because for a long time, because it was so drilled into me in the past, be home by 10, be home by 10, I was also always like, okay, it's not 10, and now I'm outside late. Now I'm outside like irresponsible. You don't, it sounds small, but what it does in your mind though. So it's a restriction you need to lift. You're grown, you're all right now. Like I can be like, I'm going to my brother. I do, but yeah, at some point I had to be like, whatever, I'm gonna fix this. You have to fix your own stuff. You have to fix your own things. And it's also like if you walk around with the aura of, oh my god, I'm so scared, people gonna know, just like the dogs and just like the horses. So walk around with the aura like you grew, baby, and you were so much allowed to. The sun will also be in an opposition with Chiron in retrograde on Wednesday, the 11th of October. So again, reassess what is not. These past hurts, past traumas, something to overcome. And sometimes it's something from 2 years ago. Sometimes it's something from 2 days ago. Sometimes it's something from 2 lifetimes ago. So don't be too hard on yourself or people telling you, oh, you're delusional. It's my life. Don't you forget. On Thursday, the 12th of October, first Mars will move into Scorpio. I don't know which placement this is, but sorry, Mabinu. Mars in Scorpio, it's that inner drive. So play duality by Slipknot, baby, because you have that masculine drive. Again, that outside, you stretch, you work out, you exercise your body, but in the inside, sometimes you still may feel tense, still may feel knotted and stuff. And that's those secret in the darkness, 8th house Scorpio things. Like Scorpio is so intense, it got Pluto as its ruling. So go deep, go inward. And here's a little thing for you. Look at the people you really, really trust. Like really, really trust. Look up who, what, where. Maybe you even lost contact with them. Maybe you're not as much in contact as you would like to be with them. Look them up and lift your heart. They will know exactly Wagwan solar eclipse, right? They will know exactly. So they'll be like, let it out, let it out. It's normal. And later, Neptune will be in an opposite. Neptune in retrograde. Saturn in retrograde will be in an opposition with Lilith in Virgo. So again, this is Lilith, the daily in the daily routines, daily habits, work life, and Saturn in that spiritual cosmic, like in your head, in your subconscious. What did you say? What did you do? Where were you like? I do not deserve this. You've grown, you've developed, and what did I write down? Which traits have developed and are ready to unleash into the world? Because of course Pisces would love to take the stage. Oh my god, I'm almost gonna cry. No, of course Pisces would love to take the stage. Of course Pisces would like to shine and show them their mystical being instead of just losing themselves in escapism because they think the world does not understand. Hey, this is not the Google Dolls. This is not Iris. And if the world doesn't understand, find your person. Keep it close. Keep it close to you. You don't have to go on Reddit. Yeah. Okay. And on to Friday, the 13th of September, when Mars will be in a water trine with Neptune, Saturn in retrograde. Remember, it looks like an N. But yeah, the water trine, because we didn't have a lot of water elements in this upcoming month and the past month. So, water, emotions, intuitions, feeling effortlessly trine with the fixed water and the mutable water. What did I write down? Huh, the inner drive is banging at the gate to open up. Like, I want to do this, I want to go that, I want to be so much more. Just let it be. And later on, Mars will also be in a sextile with Lilith, a feminine sextile. We didn't even have a lot of those, but a sextile me and my R's, requiring your efforts to gain something. And like I said, Virgo and Scorpio don't just have in common that they both look like an M in their glyph, but where Virgo likes to analyze, Scorpio likes to go for deep investigation. Use this deep investigation between Mars, how you act, and Lilith, your suppressed personality, to see, like, maybe I act like this because I suppressed it so much. I remember, like, story time. I grew up kind of like a tomboy, and I even had vampire freaks. Leave me alone. But when I grew out of the tomboy phase, I tried to balance it out by Amber Rose would have been very proud of me, but God, so glad I developed. So analyze the both. Like, why are you so extremely this? Because you restricted yourself of that. Why are you restricting yourself of that? Because when you think you are letting yourself, it's extremely towards this, and that's not what you analyze about the light and the. You know what? On Saturday, the 14th of October, we have the new moon, which will be in almost in conjunction 3 degrees, 4 degrees away from the south node. So we have a solar eclipse on the 21st degree, the Sagittarius degree. Excuse me, in Libra. So we may feel those Sagittarius influences on a Libra scale because it's a Libra new moon. So we may feel adventurous, fair, and honest, and we want to include both sides as the moon is your inner reserves, your inner feelings, your inner expression, and the sun is your outward vitality, your outward expression, your outward feelings, your outward showing. So I'm saying this to say it's going to be a nice gateway towards the lunar eclipse for in a year, in half year, 1.5 year, whatever. But yeah, you gotta include both. You gotta include the light and the dark, the good and the bad, the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. Balance, baby. I like saying that. On Sunday, the 15th of, excuse me, October, Mercury will be in an opposition with Chiron, the wounded healer. So what is exactly? Okay, you got it? How are you going to live with it? Because the obstacle is there. It's just you and your inner reserves and outer reserves which are going to overcome those obstacles. So again, if you have a boulder in front of the door, analyze, how are well, no, think like, okay, it's there. How now? What new? What new? Kimi, what? I wear glasses. If I have to go to war, I have to tape glasses against my head. It's not so severe, but like if I would like to have my glasses. It's an obstacle. How can I overcome it? Okay, tape it against my head. I will not have my eyebrows. I do not need eyebrows in war. So, just saying. On to week 42, which starts on Wednesday, the 18th of October, when the sun will be in an opposition with the North Node in Aries. So, the North Node, where you grow to your future, and Aries, you embodiment, presentation to the world. And Opposition with the one means a conjunction with the other. Moon is probably there. So, gazing at the new comfort zone, where Libra season is still ruled by Venus, be like Venus in in Virgo right now, and choose yourself. Know that you are worthy of taking space, taking time, building anew. Why would you put new wallpaper in your old comfort zone, talking about it's new? And in 5 years, when the wallpaper is crumbling, you see that you're still in the same place you were then. Just go with the flow and grow towards where you need to be, not what the people want you to be, see for you to be. No. Are those people even real to you? Remember that bodybuilder guy? Never seen him again anymore. And was like, wrong place, wrong time. You should be messing with the right people, Shmoane. On Thursday, the 19th of October, Mercury will be in an opposition with the North Node. Again, so a conjunction with the South Node. What needs to be left, donated, abandoned, or burned even? Think quick, like the wind. Cardinal air and Mercury. This is what we're stepping out of. This is what we're not getting into. What. So the sun was first here. Mercury is real fast, like I told you. So the sun was in conjunction with North Node. North Node lifted a little. Mercury was in conjunction with the North Node, and Mercury and the sun are in alignment again. So the soul and mind alignment. We first had this in Cancer season. So it was about how do I feel? And thinking about your feelings. Then we had it in retrograde, the soul mind alignment, retrograde Mercury in Virgo, and was I analyze. Analyze like your mind and soul. Is it still, are we still going the same way? Like sometimes the mind says something and the body just does something else. Like we have to be in coordinates. So this balance is something we're looking up on the 19th. Oh yeah, on the 20th, on Friday the 20th of October, when the Sun and Mercury meet on 26 degrees for the mind-soul alignment in the sign that has the dominant phrase, I balance. So find balance between your mind and your soul. Bring it in line. Like sometimes I was so nasty to myself the other time. I thought like, ooh, let me buy this pre-cuts lettuce. And I was like, you dirty little lazy I am very mean to myself in my mind. And here I'm telling you about self-love and no. It's duality, bro. Like self-love, self-hate goes hand in hand, but just know which voice sorry, which voice takes the upper hand. But bring that into balance because I love myself too much to be talking to myself like that in a store just because I feel lazy for once. No, I really cuss myself out sometimes. And I know you do too because people be peopling. And this will be on 26 degrees, so the Taurus degree, because 1 to 12, 1 to 24, 25, 26, Taurus degree. Taurus knows exactly, it's very stable. Like, I'm worth so much more than these thoughts, these habits, these people, this environment. See what needs to be adjusted and adjust. So one day later, on Saturday, the 21st of October, Mercury will first be in a cardinal square with Pluto. Pluto's 29 degrees, 30 minutes or something. So whatever. But Mercury will first be in a conjunction, and like 2 hours later or something, the Sun will be in a conjunction with Pluto, moving direct in Capricorn again. So now you see how fast Mercury moves. Like conjunction, boom, conjunction done. But when this happens, we may feel rushed. I mean, it's one day afterwards on the 27th degree, so the Gemini degree, the Gemini ruled by Mercury. Real quick. So you may feel rushed and impatient, but calculate. because yeah, that earth, we need that earth sense. We need to be grounded, stay stable, stay focused, and calculate what we gonna do, what we not gonna do, and stuff. And on Sunday, the 22nd of October, Mercury will enter. Oh, I neglected to say that. Mercury will enter Scorpio, and then detective mode is really coming up, because Mars already entered Scorpio on Thursday, the 12th of October. Mabino, 10 days earlier. Venus will also be in a Earth trine with Jupiter in retrograde. Remember that rowing story? Like, sometimes we do have gifts, but they're in disguise because it's too common. Like, oh, you get this, oh, you get that up. In primary school, people were like, oh, take Shmoane, then we'll be okay. I I should have remembered that. People love being with me. Well, whatever. Ignorance may be bliss sometimes. I'm not gonna dwell on that because Mercury will be in a water trine with Neptune in retrograde. So, water trine about the feelings effortlessly. Sometimes ignorance is bliss because when you start to know better, you need to do better.